Morning, everyone. What's up, man? What's everyone doing? How is everyone doing? So, solid day yesterday. Right, the morning was extremely choppy. We were at the top of this range, right? This rising wedge kind of worked out perfect. Well, it did work out perfect. Right, perfect double top rejection. Created lower highs, breaks down from the wedge, breaks this double bottom, and continues right to the target of 391.38, which is what I said. Right, so perfect move. And now we're down 0.5% here in pre-market. And let's see where we can head to. Right, this previous resistance here. Let me turn on that. Right, this previous resistance. Right, previous support, previous resistance. Sure, right, previous resistance. Gonna act as a new support here, right? It acted as a support right around January 10th. And it's going to do it again if we test 387.3. We might have tested it in pre-market. So actually, we got pretty close. But, right, overall downtrend now. Need to see what happens at that 387.31 level when the market opens. What questions does everyone have? You know what questions you guys got. Regarding setups for today, not really looking at too many things because we are gapping down pretty big here. Let's go through the list quickly and take a look. I do like BA if we can move back to the upside, retest this 209.07 level, and then push back down to the downside. Is this going to bounce? I have no idea, right? No one has any idea what's going to happen, right? You just got to play the levels. Right? If it bounces off that bottom level, or if it, if it starts to hold that bottom level, you can enter calls with a stop loss below and a price target above. But if someone says, yes, this is going to bounce, that's not someone I would listen to. Right? No one knows what's going to happen. But what we could do is play the levels, right? If we start to hold this level, 387.31, right, we could take calls off this level with a stop loss below. My stop loss would be, the next support below, 386.27. And right, my price target would be the next resistance above, which is 391.38, right? So if we bounce off 387.31, right, I could take calls. I'll draw it out for you guys. All right, long position, right, calls off this level. Price target would be here. Stop loss would be right here. And that's a 4-to-1 risk to reward. 3.4 to 1. Bino said, I have no idea how to approach today. I want to trade, but I can't find anything, so I'm going to watch. So, right, the way you said that, right, you said you want to trade, but you can't find anything. Do not trade if you can't, if there's no setup. I'm telling you, right? Don't have that mentality of, I want to trade today. Right? Of course, we all want to trade because we all want to make money. But you need to only trade when there's a setup, right? Which is why you see me not taking that many trades, right? Because there's not too many setups I like every single day, right? Some days I don't trade, some days I do. right? You got to keep it simple. You can't take a trade every day. It's not going to work, especially as a beginner. You're still trying to build that consistency, right? If you're, you know, experienced, absolutely, you could trade every day. There's something you could trade every single day. But as a beginner, right, less is more. Less is definitely more. China's green. Baba's, yeah, Baba's green. Yeah, anytime you force a trade, you're just screwing yourself over. You need a shock. Put a shock collar on, Alan. That's what you should do. A shock collar around your neck. Don't do that. That's not a recommendation by me. Next level below on SPY is, right, so 386.27. And then below that, we're just going to enter this chop range again. So it's just going to get choppy. What happens when everyone takes profits at open from selling puts? I mean, retail doesn't move market. Right, so it depends what smart money is doing. Shock bodysuit. Blew up your account. Well, hopefully you'll learn something from it. It'll happen, but it's just, you got to make it a learning lesson. All right, we all do it in the beginning, so hopefully that's the last time you blow up the account. If everyone could just drop a like on the video, I appreciate it. So one thing I recommend, which I'm pretty sure I said it the other day, make 2 accounts. Have one as a legit account, right? Don't oversize anything over 5%. And the other account, do whatever you want with a smaller amount, full port, half port, whatever, right? Just to get those tendencies away. You know, a lot of you get those tendencies to just want to go all in. But, you know, if you have those tendencies, make 2 accounts and do it on a small account. Never trade when you're jet lagged. Yeah, don't trade when you're tired either. Recipe for disaster. My analyst record and bull trades. Yeah, I post all my trades that are actionable, right? If I enter a trade and it moves too quick, I'm not going to alert it because it's just pointless. How many stocks am I monitoring day by day? I just look at these. That's pretty much it. There's no need to really, you know, constantly switch back and forth. I like playing SPX the most. Contracts move the fastest. And the contracts are expensive. So it's good for larger accounts. Yeah, Tracy, I've said it numerous times. Don't enter more than one position at once. Otherwise, you're going to, you know, start to get stressed. Do I ever average down? Rarely. Rarely. But I did average down on those, pretty sure I averaged down on SPY. Look at all time frames. There's not one specific time frame I look at. I love these questions you guys are asking me. So much better. If everyone can drop a like on the video, I'd appreciate it. So, Chris said SPX moves too fast for me, right? So when I'm trading, right, I have my trading view open like this. I have my phone sitting in front of me with my Webull open, and I'm just trading off my phone. I'm way faster with my hands than on the computer if I open Webull. I don't even have Webull downloaded on my computer. I don't know how to calculate. Nah, there's really no way to calculate it. I alert in analyst alerts. mRNA. I really never look at other stocks. But let's see. I mean, it has a nice little gap to fill to the downside here that you could play. But options aren't the best on, you know, all these other stocks. Bull Trades app not giving. We're working on it, right? So it's not giving notifications because we're not entering it, right? It works if we enter it, but it takes too long to alert it in the Discord and then go to the Bull Trades app and alert it, right? So we're working on adding a feature where it will just take the alerts from the Discord and alert it in the app as well, right? It's too inconvenient for us to alert it in the Discord and then switch to the app and alert it there. If that makes sense, right? So let's say you're an analyst or you're alerting a position, you're right. So you type it out in the Discord, you send it, and then you'd have to switch over to the Bull Trades app, type it out, and send it as well, right? So it's just too inconvenient. We're working on a fix. That's why the notifications aren't, you know, they're working, but we're just not typing them out because it's too inconvenient for now. But we're working on a fix, you know, ASAP. Tesla doesn't look too bad. It's down 1.77% here in pre-market, but right, we have this previous resistance at 125.95. Right, so if that can hold, we could potentially see a bounce. I would look at a long entry above this resistance here at 129.13. But need to see how it opens. Right, I'm probably just going to look at SPY and SPX today. And VIX, right? Look at VIX, how it broke out. Right, we broke this resistance. We flagged underneath, broke out, hit that next resistance above, right? Pulled back to that previous support that I had. And we continued to the upside, broke this pink trend line, and we broke out, right? So textbook move here on VIX. Yeah, the bot is delayed as well. And that's just Discord being, you know, an issue because we're setting it to so many people, the alert. Just have the chat open. Have analyst alerts open, and it's instant. As soon as we type it out, it's instant. Yeah, I'm not able to find the link to your TradingView layout. It's on my YouTube. Go on my YouTube and there's a video step by step. Yeah, SPX is great. It's very, very liquid. There's always volume. You know, you should always get a fill. Same with SPY. Alert needs to be on voice and tech. Well, most people aren't on voice chat too, as well. So, right, there needs to be a balance between, right, sending it as a text, an alert, I mean, and then sending it, you know, on voice chat. SPX flow date on the dashboard. Yeah, it's coming. I always do a limit order at the mid, or it depends what, you know, where price is moving. If I'm selling into strength, and right, let's say I'm in calls, and right, I'm looking for a spike to the upside so I could sell. You know, I could sell it at the ask price, right? If it's moving to the upside. But if it's, you know, if I don't get filled and it starts to move back to the downside, all right, I'm either gonna have to sell the midpoint or the bid, right? Which would suck. You never want to have to sell at the bid. Bull Trades is having a 10% off a yearly membership, by the way. If anyone, wants to get a membership for the year, just to mention that. 150 people in here. I appreciate everyone stopping by. As always, definitely great. Make sure you drop a like on the video. Thank you very much. Ask questions. If you guys have questions about trading, ask me. Right? This is time to ask me anything. Right? I don't really like going over. I mean, obviously I like going over charts, but I'd rather inform you guys on how to do something so it sticks with you longer. Right? Going over a chart just gonna last a few minutes at open. I'd rather teach you how to trade. Yeah, I still have my 390 puts. I also have a 3950 put still for tomorrow. Very welcome. Yeah, I still have a lot of contracts. I ended up re-entering, but it moved too fast, so I couldn't alert it. But again, I still alerted at the top here, so. Average down into positions. Usually not. Swing trade, I would average in. Right, but I haven't really been swing trading at all. First thing I suggest is, well, absolutely join bull trades because you'll get the most for your money there. But just learning support and resistance. That's really all it is. All the indicators, don't listen to the outside noise. All the indicators are not necessary. Okay? Indicators are useless, in my opinion. They're all lagging. They're all based off of an algorithm or a formula that's based off of price, right? So price is going to move first, and then the indicator is going to, come through, right? I don't really believe in, all the other, indicators. Everyone has their own opinion. Everyone has their own strategy. I respect all of them, but I play support and resistance, and it works extremely, extremely well, and it's the simplest, method out there. Yeah, we all, a bunch of us are in voice chat, blend. It's blend. We're all in voice chat at market open. And pretty much, at least one person's in there pretty much all day. In the Discord voice chat, I constantly hear lot buys and lot sells. Where do they get that? They get that from the book map on ED and Ameritrade, Thinkorswim. Tape and level 2 thoughts? Not for me. I don't really care. To see, who's buying on the bid and the ask. You could see it in the candles. More downside today. I mean, we're opening down 0.7%. But again, play the levels. The levels is the only thing that matters. Don't have an opinion on, if you're bullish or bearish. Play the levels, right? If the market does this, you do this, right? If it bounces off this level, right, it's going to give us a great risk to reward to the upside. Been going long on SOXS. Looking to get paid soon. Good luck. Good luck. Everything's red here in pre-market. Let's see what's going on in pre-market action. So we are kind of flagging a little bit here. Right, not too perfect, but You know, it is kind of flagging. Still learning whose voice is whose. You can go on Discord and select focus, and it will show you who's speaking. By the way, if you're not sure who's speaking and who's not. What's the moving average on your volume indicator? I have no idea. I don't really look at it, but it's 20. The last 20 days. Netflix earning thoughts? I have no idea. No one knows. There's really no point of trying to guess. I would assume down, right? A lot of people are having money issues due to inflation, right? So people are probably canceling their memberships. But I have no idea. I don't play earnings, but this chart does look actually really nice. I'm gonna add it to the watch list actually. Go to a high time frame, take a look. Check this out. Those look pretty good. All right, we could take puts below 321.25, which is this double bottom here. All right, we have a nice flag, and you can go long over this previous resistance. All right, 326.66. You're new to this. If you want to short market at 390, do you do a put at the 390? I definitely wouldn't start trading if you're that new, right? If that's if you know, you're asking that question, so you're definitely new. With no problem with that at all, right? Everyone needs to start somewhere, but definitely don't start trading until you have a grasp of it. But you want to take an entry at the break of a support or a resistance, right? With a target being the next support or resistance above or below. Netflix is his top watch today. I haven't looked at the Discord. Oh yeah, it is his top watch. Let's take a look. This chart. Yeah, it looks good. Netflix looks very good. This is gonna be my top watch today. If we do get some bounce to the upside, is what I'll watch. Right at the 236. Interesting. Yeah, this is gonna be my top watch for upside. I'm gonna post in the trading floor. Netflix top watch for upside. Market gains. Track. Do I use fib retracements? Sometimes. I don't really use it to, help determine if I'm going to enter or not. It's just good to look at after a dip like this, right? Because typically stocks will, reverse off the fibs. It's most common to reverse in the golden zone, which is the 0.5 to the 618. Like for example, this little low to this high, probably the 0.5 or the 618 or in between. 0.5, yeah. So look, this is what will typically happen. Right, so from this low to this high, right, swing low to swing high, it'll typically reverse between this zone here, the 0.5 and the 618, and that's exactly what happened here. But market opens here in 3 minutes. I'm pretty sure the clock is above you, 9:27. Let's start to switch over to the Discord. Market's about to go live here. Just join. As always, I appreciate everyone stopping by. Drop a like on the video if you can before you head out. Helps a ton. Make sure you subscribe, turn notifications on, all the above.